Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. If you've ever felt that way, you are in exactly the right place. It's a super common hurdle for anyone learning English, but you know what? Today, we're going to clear it together.
So, welcome. In this explainer, we are going to break down one of the trickiest parts of English grammar for sure. Ready? Okay, let's just dive right in.
All right, here's our game plan to get you from feeling confused to totally confident. First, we'll meet our two main players. Then, we'll get into the core rules of the game. After that, we're leveling up. We'll tackle those tricky verbs that change their meaning. And don't worry, I'll wrap it all up with a super simple takeaway so you can nail this every single time.
Okay, first things first, let's get to know our two key players here, gerunds and infinitives. Honestly, just understanding what they are is half the battle won. So, say hello to the gerund. Now, it looks like a verb, right? It's got that ing tacked on the end, but it has a secret identity. It's actually a noun. Take the example, swimming is good exercise. Here, swimming isn't an action someone is doing right now. It's the name of the activity. It's the subject, the thing that's good for you. That's its superpower. It turns an action into a concept, into a noun. And here's our second player in this grammar game, the infinitive. This one is pretty easy to spot. It's just the basic form of the verb, usually with to in front of it. The key thing to remember here is its job. Look at, I came to London to study English. The part to study tells you the reason, the purpose of the action. It answers the question why. So whenever you see an infinitive, think purpose. Okay, so now that we've met them, let's figure out when to use them. This is where we build the foundation, right? Let's get into the most important rules.
When it comes to gerunds, there are really just three big situations you need to remember. First up, they can be the star of the show, the subject of a sentence. Second, they almost always come after prepositions. Think words like before, after, about. And third, there are just some verbs that prefer gerunds. They're buddies. Verbs like enjoy, avoid, and finish are always followed by that ing form.
Now, let's talk about infinitives. We already know they're awesome for showing purpose, right? Well, they also love to hang out after adjectives. So if you're saying something is difficult or easy or important, you're probably going to use an infinitive. And yeah, just like gerunds, there's a whole list of verbs like decide, hope, plan that always take an infinitive. All right, you've got the basic rules down. Pat yourself on the back. Now we get to the really fun part, the tricky part. There are some verbs out there that can take either a gerund or an infinitive, but the meaning completely changes depending on which one you choose. Let's see exactly how this works. Okay, first up is the verb stop. So if you say, we stopped to eat lunch, it means you were doing something else, maybe driving, maybe walking, and you paused that activity in order to eat. See? Purpose. But if you say, please stop biting your nails, that means the action of biting is over. It's done. So one is an interruption, the other is a conclusion. Big difference, right? Next up, remember. This one is all about the timeline. When you say, remember to lock the door, you're talking about the future. It's a task you haven't done yet. But if you say, I remember mentioning this, you're looking into the past. It's a memory. So the question to ask yourself is, am I talking about a future task or a past memory? That'll give you the answer. Now, try is a great one because it's all about nuance. Try to convince him. That sounds difficult, doesn't it? It implies you're making a real effort to do something challenging. But what about try drinking hot milk? That's just an experiment, right? A suggestion. So think of it this way. Infinitive means effort, gerund means experiment. And forget works pretty much the exact same way as remember, just in reverse. I forgot to lock the door. That's a task you didn't do. But I'll never forget walking on that beach. That's a memory, an experience you had. So again, one is about a task on your to-do list, and the other is about a memory in your head. Whew, okay. We've gone through the basic rules and the tricky exceptions. So now what? How do you actually use this stuff in the real world without getting tied up in knots? Well, I've got a super simple checklist for you that's going to help. Okay, here it is, your 3-step checklist. Step 1, identify the key word. What comes right before the blank? Is it a preposition like before, gerund? An adjective like difficult, infinitive? Step 2, apply the core rule. Think about those verbs we talked about. Is it a verb like enjoy or a verb like decide? And finally, step 3, the crucial one. Check for those meaning changers. Just pause for a second and ask, is this one of those tricky ones like stop, try, or remember? If you follow these 3 steps, you're going to get it right pretty much every time. And there you have it, our deep dive into gerunds and infinitives. See? When you break it all down, it's way less intimidating than it seems, right? So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you've got the rules, what's your next step? After all, the absolute best way to make these rules stick is to just start using them.